Hey everybody, it's Megan from 2FeetFirst, and in today's video, I'm bringing you a renovation project. I'm sharing our small kitchen makeover from the beginning to the end. So if you're interested in seeing this process, keep watching. I wanted to show you the process of removing this load-bearing wall behind me. And so this was covered with drywall. I should have videoed it beforehand so you can see the difference, but the plan is to move the dining room table out of the kitchen. And so this is where we're at right now. We have removed all the plaster slash drywall and rerouted some electrical that was in the wall. And now we are just in the process of going to put this beam up. And so the process of this beam is we had to figure out what size of beam we needed. So we did that through an engineer. And so we know exactly what size of beam we need to put into this space to make this structurally sound. So we're at the point that we just need to create a wall. That way it doesn't cave in. Right now, this wall is doing that, but before we can remove that wall, we have to create another wall to hold the weight. So we need to create a wall to hold the weight of the roof, or we will have that cave in, and that's probably not the best idea. So right now, that's what we're waiting for. We could do this with just building a wall with 2x4s and stuff, but we are going to use some roof jacks that my dad has. So we're just waiting on that, and then we will get to that process. So the way that'll work is we'll put the roof jacks on this wall, and then we will remove it, and then we'll put up the beam. And hopefully I can show you that whole process, but again, every house is so different, and you should get an engineer to look at it and tell you exactly what size you need. You should look at your actual roof line and see what you're dealing with. But I did want to show you just how open this feels now in our living room. It has made the world of a difference. I mean, it's so much brighter in the kitchen. So here's the view from our kitchen into our living room. So much brighter in here. This used to just be all closed off, so we had none of that light coming from that big window into our kitchen. So it's definitely added a lot of light into our kitchen. I will be adding cabinets right along here to match these guys that I've already built. The table will be coming out into this area, but the thing that I haven't decided on yet is if I keep these cabinets, lower and upper, or if I get rid of them, and that will be determined once the beam goes in to see how much space we actually have. And this is what I'm working on. I am taking out, obviously I already took out this cabinet, and down here I took out the cabinet above the fridge, and I will be putting cabinets here, but the floor is already gone. So this is what I've been working out. Above the sink, that little zigzaggy part, I am going to be cutting out, and I'm getting there, but because the husband's working at home right now, I have to be quiet. So this is where we're at currently with our kitchen, and hopefully I can get a little bit farther. After creating my plans for my kitchen cabinets, I was ready to cut all the wood. So I'm working on this cabinet, and what I need to determine is the size I want spacing wise based off of what I'm gonna put in this cabinet. So I've already done my plans and I switched it up a little bit because of this outlet box that I need to build right here. So I'm going to build a cover to go around this. That way you can still access it, because you need to be able to access this one because this is where it's live, but I'm going to run a wire to this one. So I have to create a little box here, and to make it work the best, I did move up this shelf higher up than what I had planned. And so now I need to adjust this according to what I want to place in it. So I need to grab those items and check it just to see what spacing I need. And that's what I always suggest when you are designing something like this, is see what you want in the space before actually putting it together. Really think about what you want everywhere, because I want to take a lot of stuff off my countertop, and so that's what's going to be going in here. So I need to see what sizes I need for each of these shelves. So that's what I'm going to do now. Today I am creating my base cabinet for this side of my kitchen. As you can tell, I have already built the box frame. So this is just, as a side note, I'm matching my current cabinets. So these are old original cabinets to the house. So I'm building this cabinet to match that cabinet. So it might be slightly different than you would see a regular cabinet build. So these are cut down to 2.5-inch strips. And then I created my box with them and nailed them together. And now I'm creating my box frame, which is right here. And so this will be the bottom that goes on top of that frame. And I'm just gonna hurry and attach them with some pocket holes. Right now I just have this guy in place to keep it standing up. So I'll start over here and use my glue and assemble it. So let's do it. So here's my plans for this cabinet. Here's the base and here's the cabinet itself. So I've created the side and the bottom. And now I need to add my bracing. So I'm gonna add my bottom bracing, which will be in this white one. And then my top bracing, which will be in the plywood. The one will be here. And then I'll have another one down here, but I don't know if I'll add that one yet until I'm about ready for it. I haven't decided yet. It'll help square up all of these, so I might add it first. So we'll see what I do decide on that one. And then I'll add each shelf, or each separation between the cabinet. I've designed this to fit what I want to fit inside each of these drawers. Well, systems, it'll be drawer systems here. And this is the same size as my cabinet that I took out over here, so that way I can reuse my drawers there. So I'm gonna hurry and put that together. I also built a refrigerator cabinet surround to make the kitchen look more custom. You can find the link to that tutorial in the description below. Now that I've built my cabinet, I'm going to install this backer rod, which is going to fill in the gaps in some of my corners to make it square and flush and level and all that fun stuff. I'm going to use this before I seal all of that. And so this is what I'm going to use because it'll fill it in and make it easier when I go to caulk it. Next, I caulked the seams to give me a smooth, clean finish. As you can see, I decided to prime and paint the cabinet boxes before adding the trim. I painted before to make it easier to paint the inside of the boxes, but I could have waited until I was ready to paint everything. I applied the trim to the cabinet boxes with wood glue and nails. Once all the cabinet boxes were installed, we were ready for the new flooring. We decided to use LVP as our new flooring because it would be easier for us to install. I have a full video tutorial on my experience installing this floor for the first time, and I will link to that in the description below. I am now realizing that I forgot to video the process of installing the new countertops, but we did hire a local company to install our quartz countertops. After the floors were installed, it was time to paint the kitchen cabinets. I primed and painted all the cabinet doors and boxes so that everything would match. You can find the full process in another video that I linked in the description below. Once all the paint dried, I reinstalled the cabinet doors and our kitchen now looks like this. I still need to install a backsplash, but it looks amazing. Thanks for joining me for today's project. Be sure to click the thumbs up button if you like this video. And if you want to check out some more projects before you leave, there is a playlist queued up to the side that I think you'll love. If you are not subscribed already, I would love to have you as part of this community. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to get notified of my future videos. And I will be back next week with another project. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.